It's a terrible football show. What do you expect?
I want whatever you guys are smoking right now.
Just in my brain, it just makes so much sense.
OH!
Oh, baby,
go.
yeah!
You have no quarterback. You're going to need some punters.
Welcome to a terrible football show.
That's my quarterback and my teammate, man.
Ruins my fucking holiday every damn year.
Alex,
What up?
you could thoroughly kiss my ass.
If it's Toledo, I'm drawing the best damn rocket there is out there.
Now that's gonna look like a dildo.
I told my HR director about this show. He's going to listen to it.
They draft Xavier Worthy. What the fuck? Wide receiver from Texas.
Fucking hamster.
It's a hamster mixed in with a sheep.
The Buffalo Hamsters have traded.
Listen, guys, this is a terrible football show where everybody may be good at nothing, but we are terrible at everything.
That's facts. That's a clip for the intro.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
That's a clip for the intro, baby. Yeah, he's successful at just giving his terrible opinions, so why can't I? Terrible football show, after all. Welcome to the Terrible Football Show, episode 116. It is November 12th, 2024. Hopefully you're having a phenomenal day today, whatever day you're listening or watching to this terrible show that almost got sued. Can you say that about your other favorite show? Probably not. We almost got sued. Shout out to that. I remembered to shout it out at the beginning. This is a new week, new me, baby. Let's go. We got Jacob here to kick things off. Jacob, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. Football sucks
Yep.
for the most part.
Yep.
Not entirely, but for the most part.
I wouldn't say I'm feeling pretty good, but, you know, I'm here. New week, new me. But that new me may just be a negative new me. But you know what? We'll jump into that. We got a lot to talk about today. Ricky should be joining us here in a bit. I'm not sure about the other boys. They might pop in. You never know over here at ATFS. Make sure to check out some Rogue Energy Agent Inc. down this link. Use the referral links down below. Join the Discord. Be a friend. Tell a friend. And check out our Patreon. Yeah, a lot to talk about. Going to be kicking things off with NFL today. Of course, I am the residential Chicago Bears fan, so I have some thoughts to share, some opinions to share. We took a unexpected break last week, and that just kind of built up my opinions. Looking back on it, that break was needed in more ways than one. So a lot to talk about. We got college football playoff rankings. It's like the second round of it. That'll be coming out about 7:30 Central Time, 6:40 Central Time right now. So hopefully we'll get to react to that live. And of course, picks. It's going to be a good time. At least I hope it's going to be a good time. I don't know if it's going to be a good time. There's a lot of defeat in the air, a lot of bad taste in the mouth. It's a rough time to be a fan of certain teams out in the world of football. Let me tell you that. All right, let's kick things off with some NFL chatter. Man, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start, man. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my goodness.
Might as well just rip off the Band-Aid.
Yeah, so Chicago Bears fan here. Man, I'll be honest. I don't think I've been this defeated as a Bears fan in a very long time. If ever. Because Jacob, listen, I know I've talked about being defeated as a Bears fan like last season when we were garbage and stuff, right? Like you were here for it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But like, let me ask you this question. Let me, let's get a fresh, reminder of today on November 12th, 2024. Did I not say that if the Bears fumbled this golden egg they were given, I legitimately would not know how to feel, and that would be potentially my line?
Yeah.
And the golden egg I'm referring to is back-to-back first-round picks, one that we traded away for a heck of a haul that we completely won in every way. All this ungodly amount of money to spend, all the options in the world of things, 2 first-round picks this past draft, 1st and 9th. The golden egg, right? I didn't know how I was going to feel if we fumbled that. Am I going to say we fumbled it? No, obviously not yet. Let's go ahead and establish that. There's still some time to establish if that golden egg's going to be fumbled. But the thing that makes me so dang defeated is the fact that it very clearly looks like we're fumbling in some capacity. Because dude, I'm just saying the Bears, to me, how this past week has gone, has shown me that up top there's no desire to win. There's no desire to win up top. You have every reason in the world to make some serious changes in the staff, and you still don't do it. Like, all right, so of course this morning we got the news, Shane Waldron, the guy that I really wanted. I wanted Shane Waldron, so I'll fall on that sword, okay? I don't know what happened. I really don't. I mean, he was a proven play caller. I don't think anyone can figure out what happened to Shane Waldron. He comes to Chicago and he forgets how to be a play caller.
Yep.
I don't think anyone has an answer, but he gets fired today, gets let go. Play calling has now gone on to run game or pass game coordinator. One of the coordinators, Thomas Brown, is now going to be taking over the play calling for the rest of the season. Look, I put a tweet out about it earlier. It's just like, don't praise Chicago for this. Don't get excited. Like, he's a scapegoat. Like,
Yep.
Look, dude, listen. You know, I've said this on the show multiple times, like weeks prior. Like, I said it where it's like, you know, I hope Flus didn't get fired, not because I love Flus, but just because I didn't want to repeat the same stupid mistake we've done twice before, and now we're going to do 3 times, where we keep a head coach on the hot seat and draft a new rookie quarterback, and then that hot seat head coach gets fired, and we have to hit the reset, and the rookie year for that QB gets wasted. We've done it twice, and we're going to do it a 3rd time because I think everyone can see the writing on the walls. There's no way Flus is being retained after this year. It's clear. It's not happening. Like, but the thing that blows me away is that we as an organization can't evolve and adapt to the times and fire someone mid-season like we've never done it. He has. Let me pull up some coaching records real quick. All right, hold up. Chicago Bears coaching records. He's either like the 3rd or the 2nd lowest ever. Like, he's below Mark Trustman. You know what I mean? Like where? All right, so let's see. All right. Okay, so yeah, in terms of win percentage, he is the 3rd lowest that we've ever had. 3rd lowest. Like, Mark Trustman had a better winning percentage than him.
Yeah.
Like, let's let that sink in. There's been his entire coaching staff has changed since he's gotten here, except the offensive line coach. Make that make sense, please.
It doesn't
make
at
that
all.
make sense. Of all the positions that's not changed, make that one make sense. We fired Luke Getsy, needed to. We had a defense coordinator who resigned, and we still don't know what happened to this day.
Yep.
Let's not forget that, everybody. Like, this is going to be his 3rd attempt at a play caller. Like, his entire staff has been turned over, you know, lost like 5 to 10 coaches since he's been here. He's like 0-18 on like away Sunday games or whatever it is, some stupid statistic. You know, it's like, when is enough, bro? Like, you have you come out of the bye looking horrendous. 3 weeks in a row, 2 games in a row of no offensive touchdown scored. Like, Caleb Williams is getting beat to all high heaven, right? Like, why can't the Bears evolve and fire someone midseason? And at this point, like, look, I don't care. I don't care about some of the masterful trades that Ryan Poles has done, right? Because he's done some with, you know, Chase Claypool, big L. We can all agree to that.
Yep.
Massive L. That was basically a 1st-round draft pick, since some team that year didn't have a 1st-round pick. Don't remember who, but that was round 2, pick 32. Essentially a 1st-rounder for that. Like, but he's had some masterful deals done, right? You know, and he's had some great draft picks and some busts. Willis Jones, I'm looking at you. You know, he's been overall like let's say C to B GM. You know what I mean? Like, he's not done terrible. He's not done fantastic. But like, at this point, since we did not fire Flus coming out of this game where we lose to the New England Patriots, at the end of this season, Poles and Flus both have got to go. Poles has stood his ground when he kept him in January, when we did not need to keep him in January. You should have started fresh guy with a new era at QB. It's what you should have done. We've already done this twice, and now we've done it 3 times. Poles has got to go too. You know, it's like I just said. You know, I wanted Shane Waldron. You know, I'm going to fall on the sword that didn't work out. Ryan Poles wants to keep, you know, Myatt Eberflus. He's going to have to fall on the sword. They're going to have to go down together. That's my take. Like because we should have reset in January. Yep. Like, dude, like obviously, like when it and look for anyone that's out there that's like, you guys should have just kept Fields. You guys should have just kept Fields. Be real. Fields would not have made this team any better than what it is now. This offensive line is god awful, and as we've seen in Pittsburgh, like Fields, they had a winning record, but was Fields blowing up the game? No. Fields is
unjustly sat. Unjustly sat.
I agree to that. But my temp boss, right? He's an Ohio State fan. He's from Cleveland area, big OHIO guy, sitting here right beside me. Can you agree that the Justin Fields that we see today in the NFL is nowhere close to what he was in college?
I can agree with that. I can agree with that, knowing that he has not had near the talent in the NFL that he did at Ohio State.
Bottom line, he's not the same guy, right?
Yeah.
Bears ruined him. So it's just like, regardless of he's on a team with a great, foundation around him. He's playing bare minimum good ball, right? Like he's not playing terrible. He's playing better ball than he was in Chicago, but he's not blowing up the league. He's not going to a Pro Bowl. Like, for anyone saying we should have kept Fields, I would have loved to keep Fields. My stance was Marvin Harrison Jr. no matter what. And, that would, I think that would have been fun too. But I understand the point of Caleb. I get it. Rookie contract, build something new. But if that's the case, we should have fired Flus. Why don't we fire people? Dude.
It's because you guys were waiting. You're waiting for someone. And I think that, I'll be honest with you, I think that someone's name, his first name starts with a D.
Who are you talking about?
I think you guys are waiting for Dion.
No shot.
To be ready.
No. We ain't getting Dion.
If it's not you guys, unfortunately, it's going to be Dallas, and I really don't want it to be Dallas.
No, we ain't going for Dion. There's been zero talk about Dion. Here's what makes me extremely mad about the situation, Jacob. I don't know if you saw this. You might have. It's kind of like just rumors and speculation and stuff like that. But apparently Ben Johnson went back to the Lions because he was really interested in the Chicago job. And obviously we did not fire the coach.
Yeah.
That's just that makes me so ungodly angry. Then I see some news, that I was reminded of where, through our OC interview process. And again, I'll fall on the sword. I really wanted Shane Waldron, but I also want the record to be known I was perfectly fine with this other guy. The fact that the Bears and the Las Vegas Raiders both interviewed Cliff Kingsbury for OC, didn't hire him, and both the guys that the Bears and Raiders have hired have now been fired before the season's over, and Cliff is blowing it up over in Washington.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the Bears can't ever get something right, because it reminds me of the Trubisky pick. We can't ever get anything right. We just can't. Right? It's not possible for Chicago to get something right. Like, dude, I'm telling you, the fact that we did not fire Flus, there's no desire to win at the top, right? Because, you look at it, when I say that, I'm dead serious. I don't feel like there's a desire to win at the top, and the top is an idiot. George McCaskey's an idiot. He took over the team in 2011, and what's one of the first things that he does? He fires Lovie Smith on a 10-6 season. And we've been downhill since. You hire Mike Trestman, fired. Hire John Fox, fired. Hire Matt Nagy, fired. You've had 10 offensive coordinators. You haven't won a playoff game. Dude, look in the mirror. Have some accountability. Learn when you're the damn problem, oh, my Lord. Man.
They did Lovie so dirty.
They did Lovie extremely dirty. Bruh. Look, I understand that you're upset that back-to-back years we get knocked out of going to the playoffs, lose by because we lost to the Packers in the last week, but you end on a 10-6 season. Dude, look back at 2012, the year that he got fired. I'll die on my hill on this. Before Cutler got hurt, that was a Super Bowl contending team. Go look at the dang stats, bro. They were putting up numbers. I remember, I think it was 2012. It was like the game that he got hurt, ironically. It was a Sunday night game between the Matt Schaub-led Houston Texans and the Jay Cutler-led Chicago Bears. Both only had one loss. They were like 7-1 or something like that. I don't remember. And like the commentators, oh, this is a potential Super Bowl matchup. And then Jay Cutler gets hurt, and it all goes downhill from there.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember that year because the Texans were lighting it up. That was the one good year of Matt Schaub's career.
Yeah, no, like, dude, like that 3-year span, like 2011, that was mid for us, unfortunately. We went like 8-8, right? 2012, that was the NFC Championship year. We were great that year. 2012, we were back to form, and then injuries happened. You know, it's just, and then you fire Lovie Smith. That's one of your first actions as chairman of the Chicago Bears, is fire Lovie Smith, the guy that actually brought you to a Super Bowl and keeps you fairly relevant in some capacity. And then you hire a guy from the CFL that can't translate any of his offense abilities to the NFL.
Yep.
And then you hire a proven head coach, yes, and John Fox, but a guy who clearly didn't give a shit anymore at that point. He was already on his way out the door in terms of coaching. He was like, oh, I'm just here to collect a paycheck.
Yeah,
You
pretty
know?
much.
I mean, he really was. Let's be honest. Like, it's just so frustrating as a fan of this franchise that you witness the same thing happen over and over and over and over again, and there's never any change. Because, like, Jacob, please tell me, as a fan of the game, is there any reason besides money? Because who gives a shit about that, right? It's a multi-billion-dollar organization. The Bears have done it before. We fired a guy with 2 years left on his contract, whatever. What reason, with everything that, with his record, the constant coach issues, the constant failures of getting the play calling right, everything, what reason would you, as the chairman of the Chicago Bears, have, Jacob, to keep Matt Eberflus after this 3-game losing streak? Like, what would be your reason if you were the chairman of the Bears? What would you say?
Keep him.
Yeah, to keep him. Like, why?
I think the only thing that could be said, and it's still even a real stretch, is stability. But
even then, it's like, what stability, right? Like, his coaching staff has changed nonstop besides one guy.
Yep. I mean, at that point, just it's stability. You can throw stability out the window. What do you need stability for? Your franchise is on a downhill spiral again. What would be the point? And it's not getting any better. I tell you what, I don't see a game winnable the rest of the season.
Yeah, I know. That's the worst part. We've passed all the best winnable games.
Yeah.
Like, and Matt's over here, and he has the gall to say, it's like, well, we're 4-5, and we haven't even, started playing our division opponents. Oh, and you think you stand a chance to get any of those 3? Give me the Packers by 28 points this weekend. Maybe not that far. Our defense can still play.
I can see the reason why you guys lost to the Texans, but now I can't because the Texans are starting to shit a brick. The Colts,
we should have won that game.
Commanders, I can see you guys losing. I'm surprised it was only by 3. Cardinals, you guys get blown out. Patriots, I would call that a blowout. I would call that a defensive blowout.
Yep.
And now you just have teams that have winning records the rest of the season. Packers twice. Seahawks. 49ers. Vikings twice. Lions twice. It's it. That's it. You guys are done this season. But it's okay. You guys lasted a lot longer than my team did.
Yeah. I mean, me and you both, man, our franchises are just complete piles of crap right now. Oh, God. I don't know, man. Being a Bears fan right now, I really don't know how to feel, because it really feels like we're fumbling the golden egg that we had. Like, it's not fumbled yet, obviously. Like, where we still have this off season to maybe finally get a hire right. You never know. It could happen. My hopes are not high. I'm a realist, and I acknowledge the percentage chance is there. But I don't know, man. Maybe it's about time for me to start, looking to become a fan of another team. A team that has solid ownership, a team that knows what they're doing, that doesn't make dumb decisions, that has a team that has, like, the ownership from above, who wants to win, who's there for his players. you know, maybe a team like the Dallas Cowboys. Maybe I should become a Dallas Cowboys fan with they got the right level of ownership, you know.
I was just about to say, you don't want to come to either two of my teams currently right now.
I think it's time to be a Dallas Cowboys fan, right? Solid
totally,
ownership.
You know, you guys may have you guys may have fumbled the bag multiple times when it came to drafts and trades, but Dallas has been fumbling the bag for a lot longer.
Yeah.
We wasted the Tony Romo era. We wasted the Dak and Zeke era.
Yep. You're wasting just the Dak era.
Yeah, now
The Dak CD era.
yeah. I don't know. Dak's done the rest of the season, so we're stuck with Cooper Rush the rest of the season. You saw where that's gotten us. That's got us 6 points versus the Eagles. Great, awesome.
You got former 3rd overall pick Trey Lance, who also threw a pick.
At this point, I would rather them throw Trey Lance in.
Just
to
see what
at
he can
least
do.
see if he could do something.
Yeah, I mean, he was a 3rd overall pick for a reason, you know. Just see what he can
There
do.
is no draft capital for a guy like Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
A guy like Trey Lance, if he can turn it around, would have some draft capital.
At least like a 6th or 7th round pick, yeah.
Yeah. Or, God forbid, he'd take over the franchise.
Right. At this
But
point,
not
give
anymore,
Trey a
because
chance,
Dak-
man. Give Trey a chance. He was a 3rd overall pick.
Yeah.
You know, see what he can
You
do.
know, I don't like Trey. I don't like Trey at all, but give him a chance.
Yeah. I mean, what do you got to lose, right? He's never gotten a fair
He can
shake.
get us a better trade than Cooper Rush can.
Yeah, he's never gotten you a fair shake. He's never gotten a fair shake. Let's be honest here.
But at
So,
this point, we got 3 wins. It's not 0.
right.
That's tank.
Yep.
That's tank for a 1st round draft pick. That's tank for Travis Hunter.
Tank for Travis Hunter. Is that who you want?
It's not who I want, but it's someone I know that Jerry would draft
Oh yeah.
if given the
yeah.
opportunity.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Where's your standings? 3 and 6, huh? Okay.
Yeah,
all right, let me
we're in
look
the
at
bottom echelon.
let me
Definitely.
Let me look at the league here. So if the season ended today, you'd have what, like the 10th overall pick? Is that right? 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4.
That
5,
wouldn't be
6,
enough to get
7, 8,
Travis
9,
Hunter.
10.
We'd have to trade up somehow for that.
Yeah, and good old my Jacksonville Jaguars would once again have the 1st overall pick of the season ended today.
Talk about another team who wasted talent, and in the form of Blake Bortles.
I miss Blake, honestly.
Dude, I miss Blake too, and I wasn't even nowhere near a Jaguars
Look,
fan.
I'm not saying that as like, oh my God, get rid of Trevor Lawrence or anything. Well, I still think Trevor Lawrence is incredibly average, and I know he didn't play this weekend. You know, I know it was Mac Jones and all, but I'm just saying I miss Blake Bortles, man. Blake Bortles is fun. he was a fun little ride there for a bit, you know. But also, I need Ricky to get in here because I've got a very serious question for him. When are we gonna stop the glazing of Danny Dimes? Like when is it gonna stop?
Who
like-
said it? I think it was Shannon Sharp said that Daniel Jones has officially taken his last snap as a New York Giant
Like
quarterback.
when is it over? Like Ricky, get in here. We gotta have a conversation.
I think it's over now.
Like I don't know. Like dude, when does the glaze stop? Like, I would take so many quarterbacks around the league before I ever even uttered the words Daniel Jones. Jesus.
Actually, you know, let us get Ashton Genty.
Oh, yeah. How high do you
Yeah.
think he's going to go in the draft?
Top 10 probably after this type of season.
Man, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling top 10.
I think this is the once in a blue moon where a running back is drafted early 1st round.
Yeah,
Last one I think was
Bijan.
was it Bijan?
Yeah, he was like 7 or 8.
Zeke was 4.
Yeah, so it was like Bijan, Zeke, and Saquon, I think are the 3 that were in the top 10 in the last, like, what, 10 years maybe?
Something like well, what about Leonard Fournette?
When was he drafted? He was drafted within the last 10 years. So, yeah, so that's 4. That's 4. Let's see. NFL draft 20. I think it'd probably be about the only 4 that I can think of, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of QBs. Yeah, Bijan went number 8, so that's good. Let's see. No one there. I'm just doing a refresher across the board here. Good old tied in there at number 4. Shout out to Kyle Pitts.
Saquon went
Second.
to Fournette went 4, Zeke went 4, Todd Gurley. That's technically within the last 10 years.
Yep. So that'd be the last ones, huh? Only 5.
Yeah.
And now soon Ashton Genty's about to be on that list. I like the
Yep.
I like the memes about Ashton where it's just like the dude looks like Michael Myers before a play, where he's just standing up straight, just like, all right, let's go.
It's creepy as shit.
It is, and I think that's what he's going for, dude. Is that scare factor?
You just don't know where he's going.
I know. It's just like, what is he gonna do? He's not giving anything other than that he's gonna kill me.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. But no, I mean, like the stretch ahead for the Bears, I mean, it just gets worse, man. And like, and it's going to be about the same for the Cowboys with that injury. I mean, you guys have the Texans, the Commanders, a winnable game against the Giants, no matter who's at quarterback. The Bengals, who in a quarterback battle you're going to lose, but the rest of the Bengals are fumbling. Heck, at this point, I mean, at Carolina, man, who knows? Carolina could get it up there for you.
Hey. Bryce Young, man, he's on the up and up.
Comeback tour, let's go. He
just needed 1 week off.
I'm happy for him. He deserved it.
He did. Dude, did you see the TikToks and videos coming out of him? He looked so happy.
I know.
On the sidelines.
I know.
He looked like a kid just playing the game that he loves the most.
Yeah, I'm so happy for him, man, because like he's gotten such an unfair shake. You know
oh yeah,
I mean? Like Carolina's a dumpster fire. Like, look, I have the title of today's episode. What is it? What do I have the title as? Bears are the worst franchise in the NFL.
Yeah,
I stand by that to some extent because we can't shake our old ways. Like we're stuck in the '85 Bears mentality, and that's what's killing us legitimately. But like Chicago, Carolina, Cleveland, the C's, baby. Most of the C's. Some of the C's are doing okay. But the 3 C's, man, we are the 3 worst franchises in the NFL right now. I mean, it's not even close. It's just not. It's not close. But I mean, like, dude, the Cowboys' schedule does not look favorable. I mean, it just doesn't. I mean, you got the Commanders twice, you got the Eagles, you got the Bucks, you got the Panthers, the Bengals, the Giants. I mean, I see 2 games that are very possibly winnable with the Giants and Panthers, but the Panthers kind of on the up and up. But and then of course, like I said, the Texans. But I mean, with no Dak, I mean, where are they actually winnable? And you look at the Bears, and it's like, Jesus Christ, are you going to win any of these? Like, are we about to go on a massive losing streak here after the bye week? I mean, you got the Packers this weekend. Give me the Packers. Got the Vikings. Give me the Vikings. Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions by 1,000,000. So much moxie with that damn team. The fact you can throw 5 picks and still win. Give me the Lions all the way to the Super Bowl. I'm hammering it even more. Give me the Lions in the Super Bowl. I want to see it. 49ers, I know they're struggling, but they're not struggling bad enough where the Bears can beat them. The Vikings, the Lions again, the Seahawks, the Packers again. I mean, dude, it's a nightmare train of BS going forward for us.
Yep.
Like, I'm just done with this NFL season. I'm done. I'm done. What
I don't understand is, I mean, I understand, but what I don't understand is the fact that the Chiefs are still undefeated. They are the worst looking 9-0 team I've ever seen.
Bruh. All right, let's make bets. When are they going to catch their first loss? Is it going to be this weekend?
Next
the Bills?
2 weeks.
The Bills?
Next 2 weeks.
You think they're going to lose to the Panthers?
Yep.
Wow.
I have a feeling that's just how the script is written. The Panthers suck, and they're gonna snag a win against the Chiefs.
What would you do if the Bills lose this weekend?
Josh Allen is the king to come. I'm telling you. I have never had more faith. I don't like the Bills. I don't like Josh Allen as a player. He's a great human being, not as a player. But I need Tyler's team to pull through this week. I really do. I'm tired of it. I am sick and tired of it. They should. The Broncos were right there, man. They were right there.
Yeah, I know. It was so close, dude.
The Chiefs, let's see here. The Chiefs have only won 2 games by more than two scores. By 2 or more scores.
Yep.
Everything else has been by a touchdown or less.
Yep.
I don't see them losing against the Raiders. I do see them splitting the series with the Chargers and Broncos, though.
So you've got at least what, 1, 2, at least 3 more losses.
At least 3.
I can agree to that. I might disagree with you on the teams, but I can agree with 3.
They're gonna win against Cleveland.
Yeah.
The Raiders, they're gonna win.
Yep.
Browns
Win.
See, okay. The thing about Cleveland is the fact that I just don't know anymore about this team. It's another team like I don't know. They could snag one more surprise win this season, like they did a few weeks ago against the Ravens.
Yeah.
And I mean, could it be that they sweep the Ravens or beat the Chiefs?
True. That's a good question. I don't think they'll beat the Chiefs, though. I don't see that as an L. I mean, I got Buffalo as the potential L. I could definitely see the Chargers one, and I would say the Texans or the Steelers.
I love how the Jameis Winston hype has just vanished after 1 week.
Yeah, that's what happens in the NFL. I mean, look at the infamous Jonas Gray. Shout out to Jonas Gray.
Wow.
That's a pull.
That is a pull from the depths of the Mariana Trench.
That's a pull, my friend. Shout out to anyone else who knows who Jonas Gray is.
I don't
Legend.
think anybody in this chat would ever know who he is.
Shout out Sunday Night Football legend, baby. And then done after that because I think he was late to a meeting.
Yep.
And Bill Belichick's like, nope, you're out of here. Oh, Jesus. No, like I said, I'm over the NFL right now, man. It's a painful time. It's a very painful time across the board. There's a lot of weirdness in this year. There is. Like, I mean, the Bengals being 4-6, but Joe being Joe. I mean, Joe's playing great. But, like, what's wrong with this team, dude? The Bears being an absolute disaster. The Chiefs being undefeated somehow. I mean, the 49ers are 5-4. The Buccaneers have consistently looked great, and they're 4-6. Besides a couple games, there was a couple games.
Another team that should. That's another reason why I hate the NFL's overtime rule.
Yeah. With that Bucks game, that was so unfortunate too.
The Chiefs have won so many games because of that rule.
Yo, you saw the look on Baker's face where he's like, "Well, this is over."
Yeah, he went like.
Yeah. I mean, that's the coin toss. That's the coin toss, baby. And then, like, what the heck's going on with the Jets, man? I mean, they're 3-7. Like, I didn't expect them to be this bad. Like, oh my God. Like, they had a nice win against Houston, and then you just turn around and lay an egg versus Arizona.
Is it time to ring the bad bell on the Texans?
Ring the bad bell. Me personally, I would say no. I mean, well, getting 5 interceptions and still losing is tough. That's tough business.
Yeah, they're 1-3 in the last 4 games.
Yeah, that's tough business.
But two out of the 3 have been by less than field goal.
Yeah. I mean, on the plus side, though, they should at least go on a 3-game winning streak here, right? So you get a 3-game winning streak, you get yourself back in position, and then you have a coin toss of a tough game. I know their record is crap, but it could be literally a random tough game with Miami, right? Then you have the Chiefs, coin flip of a game. Ravens probably going to lose that one, and then the Titans again. So you got at least maybe 3-2 potential losses, but you can get back on a 3-game winning streak right now. I mean, like you can cook. You can cook.
I mean, regardless, I don't see them not winning this division.
I mean, yeah, this division's crap. I mean, Indy's there, and then the other two's not anywhere near close, right?
Yeah, but the benefit is they swept Indy, so
yeah. So the Texans are going to win that division for sure. But I know we talked about this, I think, like last episode a couple weeks ago. But like at this point, like who is the AFC favorite right now? Is it just the Ravens? Because I mean, the Ravens are looking solid. The Ravens and the Bills, is that it? Because it's like, yeah, I mean, you have the Steelers 7-2, but like I don't think they're the favorite by any stretch of the imagination. The Chiefs are just they're 9-0, but I mean, they look terrible for a 9-0 team. Like who is
the Bills and Ravens?
Like I think it's the Ravens. I think they're the team right now, personally, with where we are currently in the season. But then again, you got to say, hey, the Chiefs are the Chiefs. You know, until proven otherwise, the Chiefs are the Chiefs. You know what I mean?
Well, and you have to look at the schedule too.
Yeah.
I kind of take back what I said about the Bills. I don't know. I don't like they don't have a good win. All the teams they've beat are subpar teams.
That's fair.
They lost against they got blown out by the Ravens. They lost against the Texans.
That's
But every
a good
other
point.
team, like they beat the Cardinals, Dolphins, Jaguars, Jets, Titans, Seahawks, Dolphins for a second time, and then Colts.
Right.
Do any of those teams have a winning record right now? I don't
fair.
think so.
That's fair.
Plus, they got a tough schedule coming up. Chiefs, Patriots twice, Jets is a win. They go to Detroit. They play against the 49ers. They go to the Rams.
Right.
I don't know, man.
I mean, like, and you're also looking at the Ravens right now and just how they're playing. You look at stats. I mean, Derrick Henry's already over 1,100 yards, 12 tuds. You know, we still got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more games to go. Jesus. Lamar with over 2,600 yards and 24 tuds already. I mean, like we have Cal Van Noy, the vet over here with 7 sacks. Shout out to that. I mean, like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of on the Ravens train right now, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, we've had a couple bad losses. Not bad, when I'd say bad as in like you shouldn't have lost those games. Yeah, you shouldn't have lost Chiefs game, but at least it wasn't on. Obviously it's the Chiefs, so you can cut them some slack. Shouldn't have lost to the Raiders, and you shouldn't have lost to the Browns. Let's go and establish that up front. But other than that, it's like, man, you look at the teams that they're beating. I mean, like, they're beating good teams. Like, you look at all these teams at the point of when they played them. So I'm saying that to specify the Cowboys here. Like, you're playing against good football teams. I mean, you 2-0 the Bengals, who are still, their record does not represent who they are, I don't think. You built the Broncos, who have been, beat the crap out of the Broncos, who for the most part have been a pretty competitive team this year. You have arguably the best corner in the game at the Broncos. You beat a pretty solid Bucs team that their record doesn't say who they are, a good Commanders team, so like you've got some good quality wins in there, and they've got a lot of winnable games coming up too.
But they also have some losses that they shouldn't have lost.
Yeah, I mean, all 3 of them, yes, but like I said, you can get a pass to the Chiefs, right? There's a pass you can give there because it's the Chiefs, the way they lost and everything, with Isaiah Likely not getting his foot down. But the Raiders and the Browns, you shouldn't have lost those games. I think we could both agree to that. But I mean, either way, I was going to ask you this though: with 7 games left, is Derrick Henry about to hit 2K for the second time?
Yeah, probably.
You're going to hit the over on it, huh?
Yeah, and I'm still so pissed off that we could not afford him for some reason.
The fact that like hardly anybody contacted him is just insanity. You know what I mean?
And he's proving people that they messed up big time.
He would be the first.
time.
He would be the first 2K club member to get over 2K twice, wouldn't he?
Did Emmett?
Is Emmett part of the club? I don't think Emmett's part of the club. All right, let's fact check. Fact checking. Got to fact check. NFL 2K club. All right, let's take a peeky poo.
Emmett never did.
No, Emmett never did, and yeah, I don't think there's no dupes. There's no dupes in the looks of it. It's only happened 8 times. O.J. Simpson in 73, Eric Dickerson in 84, Barry Sanders in 97, Terrell Davis in 98, Jamal Lewis in 03, which I feel like that's probably the most random one on the board.
Yeah.
Chris Johnson in 09, Adrian Peterson in 12, and Derrick Henry in 2020.
I forgot Jamal Lewis was a thing.
Nah, Jamal was a stud for Cleveland too, man. He was a stud for Cleveland and Baltimore, man. But that one feels like the most random one on the list, honestly.
How close is Derek? He's not even close. Never mind.
Yeah, he just crossed 10K this year.
Yeah, he's nowhere near close. He's 25th all time. He's the closest active player.
Yo, where are you looking at the 2 club list right now?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm not on the 2 club. I'm on the NFL career rushing record.
Okay. So I'm looking at the list right now on good old Wikipedia. Shout out. And I just noticed something that's kind of wild to wrap your head around. You ready for this?
What?
Out of the 8 players that I just named that has gotten over 2,000 yards, there's only one of them that did not win the offensive player of the year they hit over 2,000. Can you guess who it was? O.J. Simpson, Eric Dickerson, Barry Sanders, Terrell Davis, Jamal Lewis, Chris Johnson, Adrian Peterson, Derrick Henry.
Was it Chris Johnson?
Nope. Give you one
Was
more.
it Adrian?
It was not.
Who was it?
The man who has the most yards in a season in NFL history, Eric Dickerson. Over 2,100 yards and 14 tuds, and he did not win Offensive Player of the Year in 84.
Yeah, but it was in, what, 85 you said?
84.
84? Why do I have a feeling?
Was it like Jerry or Walter or something? But I don't know. Like, dude, 2,100 yards?
It was Dan Marino.
Was that the 5,000 yard season?
That was the 5,000 yard season.
Oh, all right. I'll give him some
That was
slack.
the first time that 5,000 mark was hit.
Yeah, all right. I'll give him a little slack because you're right. I forgot. 84 is the 5,000 yard season. That's just still what a year. What a year.
It was second.
What a year for the NFL, dude. Lord have mercy. What a year, man. Shout out.
Well, at least Eric won a Super Bowl. Dan didn't.
Yeah, I know. Shout out to that. Dan's the best QB to never win one.
He's up there. Romo's up there.
I don't know if I put Romo in like top.
Romo is up there statistic wise. He is up there.
I mean, I'm not going to deny statistics, but I don't know if I'd say one of the best QBs to ever win a Super Bowl.
Statistically, overall, all around, he is one of the best quarterbacks to have played the game.
That is true. He is. You're right. He's got some great completion percentages, I think, is something like that. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it's completion percentages and
TD to
QBR.
INT ratio or something. I don't remember.
His QBR is one of the best.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, maybe he is top 5. Oh, crap. It's 7:20. We're about to get to the thing here soon, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to that. All right, well, we can talk NFL for like 10 more minutes before we hop over to some official college talk, I suppose. All right, let me start just kind of going through the week that was and see if there's anything that we missed that we need to shout out. The dud of a game, that was the Vikings-Jaguars. What even happened there? Lord have mercy. The Jaguars should have dog-walked Jacksonville. Oh, yeah. My God. Oh.
Well, I guess CBS doesn't give Romo any credit at all.
Oh, why?
I'm looking at the top 10 list for quarterbacks to never win a Super Bowl. 10 is Boomer Esiason. 9 is Matt Ryan. 8 is Dan Fouts. 7 Steve McNair. 6 Donovan McNabb. 5 Warren Moon. 4 Phillip Rivers. 3 Jim Kelly. 2 Fran
Tarkenton.
Mm-hmm. And 1 Dan Marino.
I would personally take out Boomer for Romo, but other than that, I think the list is accurate.
I mean,
and I would even argue
Boomer won an MVP.
Yeah, Boomer probably should stay. I don't know, man. I think your argument for Romo's
Boomer
out the window.
he lost to Joe Montana.
Yeah, I think your argument is out the window with that list. Getting a refresher of some of these goats, I think your argument's out the window, buddy.
Yeah, I forgot about people like Warren Moon. I wouldn't. Donovan McNabb is one that I'm. Yes, he was electrifying, but
also, rest in peace, Steve McNair. Rest in peace.
Oh yeah,
yeah. What a dog, man. What a dog Steve McNair was. Like he was, man. Steve McNair was fun to watch. Oh God.
I would personally, out of this top 10 list, I would put the most deserving as Warren Moon.
Man, shout out to Warren Moon too. CFL legend, baby.
Yep.
CFL legend, dude. You know who's really the most deserving though on that list?
Who's that?
Jim Kelly. You make
4 in a row.
4 in a row, man, and you lose all 4. That's just
What was it?
painful.
It was
Give them
was-
1.
it was 2 to the Cowboys, 1 to the Steelers, and I think
Nope. I can tell you exactly who all 3 of them were.
who?
2 to the Cowboys, 1 to the Giants, 1 to Washington. They lost all 3 to NFC East
that's
teams.
right.
Wide left or wide right, whatever the famous thing is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the first one. I think the second one was the Cowboys, I think it was Washington, and then I think it was the Cowboys again. But yeah, all 3 of them, NFC East, man. All 3. Like, the bane of Buffalo's existence is the NFC East. Except for the Eagles. They're just there.
Oh, that would be some storytelling for script writers to make.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Bills and Commanders this year.
Oh, buddy.
Or the Bills and the Eagles, since
Yeah.
the Eagles haven't had their turn to beat the Bill.
Yeah. Ricky, buddy.
Gentlemen, what's going on?
Oh, man, not much. We're winding down on the NFL chat because we got the college football playoff rankings about to start here in about 7 minutes. So, Ricky, you got 7 minutes to talk NFL. What's on your mind, pal? We've talked about the disaster of the Chicago Bears. We've talked about the disaster of the Dallas Cowboys and just various other random topics. Oh, hey, Ricky, question, because here's a question I asked Jacob. Over or under 7 games left, is Derrick Henry about to be the first player in NFL history to have 2,000 rushing yards twice?
No. I
Really?
think they'll eventually. I think he'll eventually slow it down.
He's
toward the
over
end of the
1,100
season.
yards right now.
I get that, but here's the thing: when the season winds down and the Ravens are secure, as long as the Ravens are securing somewhere close to the top, they're going to slow him down and wait for playoffs. Just for the simple fact that you've got to make sure he stays healthy. And so,
Fair.
because I mean, he's not getting any younger.
That's fair.
I'm
That's
not.
fair.
I'm not going to say that I'm 100% right on that, but if I'm going to lean. I'm actually going to lean 60-40 on this one. I get him a 40% chance that he does get it and a 60% chance that he doesn't get it. And it's just for the now for the sake of it, maybe they'll let him get 2,000 yards. But to me, if they're close to the top and you're toward the end of the season, I think you rest him for the playoffs.
I think I kind of agree with what you're saying. I think they won't slow him down until the margin of room between them and the Steelers in that division widens.
That's true. That's true.
Very true.
It's because
very
if it's
true.
the sake of winning a division, getting a first round home field advantage at the very least, they're going to go for that.
Very true. I mean, yeah, you make a valid point there, and that's what I'm saying. You know, as long as they're secure in where they're at, I think they're going to be fine. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, they're not a team that they don't win pretty at all. They really don't.
Especially
And
this
so-
season.
No, they don't win pretty, but they do win. And so I'm not one that's going to say Pittsburgh's going to even come close to that first place top. I still think Baltimore is going to keep that lead. Let me look at the standings right now so that way I can because right now if the playoffs started today, you know, Baltimore's a 5th seed, Pittsburgh's a 3. And it's only because the Baltimore Ravens have played one more and they had that one more loss. And so I think once the season winds down, I mean, you could see a gap widen, but I mean, like I said, unless you for sure have a shot at getting that top spot, I think once you're secured in the playoffs, if you know you're not going to get the top spot in the top spot at home, whatever the case may be, I think you rest him.
That's fair. I respect that. Shane, welcome to the show. How are you?
Good. Wasn't planning on being on the show, as you may have saw my late message on Discord, but my girls were already pretty much laying down and ready for bed, so I figured I'd hop in.
There you go. Welcome to the show. We're about to have college football rankings here in 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Well, just as soon as
yeah.
Kansas stops just smacking the crap out of Michigan State.
True. Let me turn that on over on my side too. Shout out to Shane. Let me use the stuff.
Ubo.
Yep, comes in clutch.
Oh, and
If you want to sponsor us,
Oh.
feel free to.
absolutely. Oh, and by the way, both my 7th and 8th grade teams won their first game last night, so shout out to that.
Let's go.
nice,
Let's go,
nice.
Coach Rick.
Yep. 14 points in the 7th grade game and almost 40 in the 8th grade game.
Oh, nice. There you go. Shout out to
And
Coach Rick.
Are you
Not
an
bad.
assistant? Are you an assistant coach or a head coach of both of those?
I'm the head coach of both of those. Yeah, head coach of both of those. I'm assistant with 9th grade, and then of course I'll help out the high school still and everything like that. Whenever coach, their head coach, Coach Matt Williams, whenever he needs any kind of assistance or anything like that, I'm gonna help him out. Especially once the season starts going along, I'm gonna do some film sessions with them, things of that nature. I'm not gonna sit the bench with them. They've got plenty of coaches to sit the bench with them on the high school, and I'm just there to learn his system and do whatever I can to get the basketball system better.
There you go. Shout out to Coach Rick. That's what we like to hear. Coach Rick. How you
1-0 record. I like it.
Dude, that's
Yeah, we got Maumelle Thursday. It's gonna be tough. They're a good team.
yeah. Hey, pulling for you. We're pulling for you, Bubba.
I hope so. I got some good kids. I got some really good
Hey,
kids.
everyone here at ATFS, we got you, Bubba. Let's go, Coach Rick. Here we go. That's it. All right. Sparky3shop.com. I'm putting in a Coach Rick shirt. I'm putting in a Coach Rick shirt. Let's go.
Yes, absolutely. My wife will definitely get one of those shirts.
I also need to finally put in the hat that Zach and John's been asking me to put in, of a hat saying "We have hats." I need to get that in there at some point too. So that's got to get in there. I'm gonna get a Coach Rick shirt in there. So we're gonna take care of it. We're gonna take care of it. Sparky3shop.com. Shout out.
Let's get two photos. One of Rick in his coaching outfit, right? What he wears to games.
Oh yeah.
And then another one of him wearing his Vandy jersey.
Yeah.
And then we'll just like mirror them on either side of each other.
Yep.
And then on the top it'll say Coach, and the bottom it'll say Rick.
There you
Coach
go.
Rick.
There you go.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Speaking of Vandy, hey, they may not be in the top 25 anymore, but they can say they are the Texas Longhorns' best win so far this season.
That is true.
There's no reason why the Longhorns should be as ranked high as they are.
That was a heck of a game with Vandy and Texas, man. Heck of a game.
Yeah, Vandy did not play well against South Carolina.
Yeah, what happened there?
Offensively, they couldn't really move the ball very much. They kind of went away from their identity, which is to run the football. South Carolina did a very good job of stopping the run, and that if they're not running the ball, they're not going to be able to open up very much on their passing side. And that's all it really was. They just got to figure some things out with that group. But I mean, they're still bowl eligible. They're still going to get a bowl game. Obviously, no shot at a college football playoff or any of that crap, which I didn't expect them to do anyway. But either way, it is what it is. I mean, when you have zero expectations at a school that's mostly academic, why not? Who cares? And Coach Matt Williams, our head coach, is like, you should go to their bowl game this year if it's close. And right now they're projected to go to Memphis. So
Coach Rick gonna be hitting up the Vandy bowl game, baby. Here we go.
I did want to say one thing. So as far as the Vandy South Carolina game, it's hard to win when you have Rocket Sanders running for 238 yards. Regardless. And then also, Jacob, I'm sorry that you had to play me the week that
you had to bring it up.
Don't get me started. Okay, listen. My team on paper should not be scoring only 95 points. It doesn't make any sense, but
Jamar Chase.
I'm no longer, paying any attention really to the money league, because in the Dynasty League, I'm doing phenomenal.
Oh God, I suck. I'm 3-7. This is terrible.
You're better than I am right now, and I'm what? No, I'm 2-8. 2-8.
I could have set now. Don't get me wrong. Like, I agree with Jacob. His team should be a lot better than what his record says. But I think he is just getting really unlucky with teams that he's players that he are playing or going off. Because I could have only played Jalen Hurts and Jamar Chase, and I still would have won this week.
Yeah.
Yep. That's savage.
Jamar going off for
fucking
65
insane.
points is I hate fantasy football, but I love
Insane.
fantasy football so much.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship.
I'm done with it for the year. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I don't
I'm
care
coming-
anymore.
I'm coming back from 3-7, gentlemen. I'm coming back from 3-7.
Yeah, good luck.
Is there gonna be like a Shane ban if I do end up repeating?
Yes, you're done. You're out of the league. Yeah,
Out of the
you're-
league.
Yeah, you're out. I'm
I
gonna
saw
replace
your
you with
I
someone
saw your
else.
stack team. I'm like, there's no way I'm beating. There's no way. Absolutely none. Okay, here we go. I got to.
But on paper, I should have played a pretty competitive game with you. But I have people like, hold on, let me see here. I'll tell you. I have people like Jordan Addison, 4.9 points. Devonta Smith, 3.4 points.
CD Lamb, 8.4.
It's literally just my running backs that have been doing phenomenal consistently this entire season.
Oh God, I got to get rid of Chicago's defense in this league.
Yeah, it's a downhill stretch for Chicago going forward, my friend. It ain't gonna be pretty.
Too.
It ain't gonna be pretty going forward. The rest of the year is brutal for Chicago, man. All right, so let's see. Let's do some fact checks here. We got like what, a couple minutes left in this Kansas.
There's 45 seconds left in the game. It's 72-66, so Michigan State's burning their timeouts in some prayer of hope.
All right, so
So I will say it is only a 6-point game. It's only a 2-possession game.
So I guess while we're waiting on that, let's hop over to some college football. Anything that really stands out from the weekend that was? I mean, shout out to Miami getting a trademark Miami loss. I knew it was going to happen. Gonna happen.
Florida teams lost this weekend.
I know. I saw that. I saw that too.
I bet I'm going to put this out here. I bet none of you guys can guess what my favorite college football game was this week.
All right. I want to try to guess. All right. Number one. Can I ask questions?
Okay, yeah, you can ask questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it FBS or FCS?
FBS.
All right. Thank God, because if it was FCS, I was going to give up.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm getting a phone call.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna kind of scour this list and try to figure this out, boys.
All right,
We got
let's see.
to work
Tucker-
together here. We got to work together here to figure out
Gotta
his
put in
favorite game.
Tucker. Gotta put in Tucker Craft. He's playing Chicago.
Let's
see here.
see. What would be his favorite game of this weekend? It's not Georgia Tech Miami. It's not that obvious.
I don't think it is that obvious.
no,
either. Who in the world do I? I have nobody. This team sucks.
I wonder if it is that obvious. Okay, I've got a couple. I got an obvious one. It could be that obvious. I don't know. It could also be that obvious. Shout out to Florida State's downfall, by the way. Shout out, man. Love to see it. Love it. Absolutely adore it. Also love to see that Georgia L. Love to see that one. Can we all agree that was phenomenal to see?
Yeah, apparently they're keeping Napier anyways.
Wait, what?
That's what
Yeah,
I heard.
I'm talking about Georgia.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I thought you said Florida.
No, Georgia. Wait, they're keeping Billy Napier? No, they're not.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Their athletic director tweeted it out. What, Sunday or Monday?
You're telling me Florida
Brad-
is the Chicago Bears of college football?
Brad, yeah, because Brad, like Florida has been Brad's second favorite football team forever, and he told me that while we recorded on Sunday night, and I'm like, they're out of their minds for wanting to keep him. Okay, let me get back to college. That way I can guess. That way I can guess Jacob's favorite game of the weekend. FBS.
I've got some
Let's
potential
see here.
candidates, and I'm just going to rattle them off and see if I come anywhere close.
Week 11. So I'm gonna say here. Let's do this. Let me go to this FBS mark right here. All right. So over the weekend, let's see if there was a good ball game over
I am
here.
officially back.
All right, Jacob, I'm going to start rattling off some games. Ready? I'm not going to go through.
You're not going to ask me any more questions.
I just need to know if it was FBS or not.
It's
So
FBS.
I'm gonna say Indiana beat Michigan.
No.
Really?
I will tell you this much. It is not a Power 5 game.
So Boise State beat
Okay, so it's
Nevada.
not
They're
one
not
of
Power
those.
5.
It's not that one, and it could be that one. It's not that one.
This
Army
game
North
was
Texas?
by far the most electrifying game of the week.
by far.
Army North Texas.
No. No.
All right, so
You think I want to watch Army bleed off 19 minutes off the clock?
All right, so I've got two very okay. Is it in the West?
No. Define West.
The West of the country.
What's the cut? Are we talking like?
Okay, so
What are we talking West here? What's west? Everything
The
is West to
of
me.
the country.
Everything is West to me.
The actual West of the country.
I'm going to say Coastal Carolina over Appalachian State.
Yes.
Because, Coastal Carolina did storm the field after that game. Let's just
Is
they
that your
stormed the
final
field
guess?
they stormed the field after beating Appalachian State.
Is that your
That
final
was
guess?
electrifying.
I can tell you it's not that game.
Okay.
That sucks. I suck.
Did the game take place in the West?
Yes.
West of me.
Yes.
Boise State game or Hawaii game?
Neither.
Crap! I don't know then.
Shane, you got any guesses?
Let me see here. We're talking about the most exciting game from this past week for you.
In my opinion, yes.
The most
Okay.
exciting
Wait,
game. I really thought it was
Diego
UNLV
State.
Hawaii or Boise State Nevada. I was really feeling one of those. They were calling to me.
New Mexico, San Diego State.
Nope.
Dang it!
Damn. Those the only electrifying games that are on here, Jacob. Let's see here. Non-Power 5.
Wait a minute. 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 Wait a minute.
What?
I know what it is. I have
sure?
the answer. I have the answer. I'm locking it in, hammering it in.
Utah
Kennesaw
Washington
State, UTEP. Kennesaw State, UTEP.
It's Kennesaw State, Utah.
Let's go. Double OT.
Double OT.
I was thinking Utah State, Washington State. That was a 49-28 game.
Now, Washington State's being a little sneaky this year. I
They
like
put
it.
up some-
But
they
no,
put up some
that
points.
Kennesaw State UTEP game was my favorite game of the week. Look at the stats that these two teams put up.
Yeah,
that's
I'm looking at it right now, as a matter of fact.
That's what I noticed whenever I
It's
noticed all
insane for these two teams, by the way. I'm not saying they're insane numbers. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
insane for these two teams.
Yeah. Close
That-
game, double OT, really good numbers.
I actually clicked on Temple.
Of course you did. Of course that was an accident. Of course that was an accident. Very convenient.
They are my terrible game of the week, by the way, and I'm only rooting
Oh.
for Temple for Tyler's sake.
Kansas and Michigan State's over with. Oh, you wanna know what's funny about the games of the week? I don't know if anybody caught this, but my terrible game of the week is Tyler's game of the week for FCS.
I saw it.
That's how it usually works with Tyler. That's how it usually works with Tyler.
I saw that.
It's
I
like
saw
game
that.
It's like game of the week, Merrimack versus Alabama. I mean, that's just how he is.
I love his random obsession with Montana Tech. I love it so much. It's so stupid.
Let's see.
It all started
to
because
win.
this shop that he buys all of his mini helmets from, they had the Montana Tech helmet and no one's trying to buy it, and he thought it looked cool, and he's just like, all right, yeah, sure. And now he's just on the Montana Tech bandwagon. And he looked up, there was a video of the coach. The coach is hilarious. If you guys have never seen coach of Montana Tech have like talk and shit, or I don't know if it's a current coach or an old or the new current coach or old coach, whatever, he's hilarious. You got to look him up. That dude's an absolute legend. But I guess shout out to Montana Tech. They're 8th in the country right now. So shout out to that.
Montana Tech.
Yep, Montana Tech.
That's funny.
Yeah, Tyler and his random teams, man. That's a NAIA school. So, oh Lord. All right, so we're wrapping up Michigan State Kansas basketball game. So it's about to be time for the college football playoff rankings. Jacob asked me this earlier. Shane and Ricky, I'm gonna ask you guys the same question. How far do you think Miami will fall?
With it being their first loss.
Yep.
Let me look at this real quick before I.
have
Being
them-
their
me-
first loss against a decent Georgia Tech team.
Me personally, I would have them at 11, first one in, or last one in. Sorry,
Yeah, that's
last
what I
one
said.
in at 11.
I also said
I
11.
don't know because let's see. Of course, Miami. Of course, they fell to 12th in the AP. We're not. Yeah. I mean, truth be told, I mean, their loss isn't as bad as what what Alabama's losses have been, but it's Alabama. Yeah, I mean, I think the committee is probably going to do exactly what Shane just said, just because you've got Georgia and Alabama that's above them in the AP. But if it was me, I'd put them right at number 9.
I would at least drop them at or below where Boise State's at.
Yeah, because Boise State's 13, which they're still considered the Power 5. But I mean, what's Miami's best win so far this year?
Good question.
I don't know if you'd say
Probably
we had it.
Virginia Tech, maybe Louisville.
I mean, yeah, I mean, in terms of a quality team, I mean, I would say Louisville.
Yeah, do they still lead the ACC though?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, they're going to be 4th if they lead the ACC.
No, they're currently 3rd.
Yeah, SMU and Clemson are above them.
I forgot about
SMU only has one
bro.
loss. They're undefeated in the
I
ACC.
totally forgot about SMU. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, they're
whoever's
SMU's been sneaky this year.
yeah, but
and
and
then
they're-
hey, let's all take a moment to really embrace the stupidity of these extremely smart schools and look at Cal and Stanford down there at the bottom. Look at Cal and Stanford down there, with Stanford 1-5 in conference, 2-7 overall, and Cal with a 1-4 in conference and a 5-4 overall. You
Those
love to
teams won't
see
stay
it.
long. They will not stay long.
The fact that this happened is an abomination. It just is. It's ugh, God. The Big 10 stupid. ACC stupid. Big 12 that one's fine. I'm not really messed up about that one. That one's whatever.
Hey, you say the Big Ten stupid, but out of the top 5, we have 4 teams.
I'm just saying that move was stupid. Okay.
Smart for Oregon right now.
I mean, yeah, it's smart for the schools, but it's just we can all agree that it's geographically stupid. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, we all agree on that.
Yeah. No, it's dumb.
What I don't agree with is the fact that the College Football Playoff Committee is just not giving Army the credit where credit's due.
Also, I just realized since it's like 15 minutes over when the show is supposed to start, are they about to just like aggressively speed run through this?
No, they allot enough time. They just won't take commercial break.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think Army has Notre Dame on the schedule coming up. I think if they beat
do.
Notre Dame, they'll get more. I think if they beat Notre Dame, they'll get more respect.
If they beat Notre Dame, Army is locked as the Group of 5 representative. They will jump
As
Boise State.
long-
Boise
Really?
State does not have a ranked win.
I mean, that's
As
fair.
long as they stay undefeated, I agree with you. But they still have Notre Dame, and they still have to play Navy. And I understand that Navy is not as
Navy,
on paper.
Navy's
Navy's not
game's
as good as
gonna count.
Army.
Navy's game's not going to count because
Since when?
that game's going to be played after the last rankings are going to be announced. So that game will
Not
not
true.
count towards the standings.
Hmm.
They've
I
already
figured it
announced
would- I
that.
figured- okay. So yeah, they got to beat Notre Dame. They're locked.
Yep. Also, I know Ricky pointed this out in our work Discord here. Can we just shout out how quick this football season's gone by?
Always
Dude.
does.
Yep, I've got a playoff game this Friday night at Bearden, and I'm just like shocked that it's playoffs and that we're in basketball season already.
Yeah, like Tom just flew by, dude.
Yep, it just does. It's like that summer. It's like the couple of months that we're just waiting, and it's like we're playing this waiting game. It's like get here, then it gets here, and then bam, it's gone all over again. So yeah, it's gone by pretty quick.
Right. All right. So, hey, where do you think Indiana's going to fall in the college football playoff rankings?
Oh,
They shouldn't fall.
Well, no,
Indiana?
fall as in like where are they going to end up? Not
Oh.
saying they're dropping.
Oh.
My bad choice of words.
Five.
yeah, I have.
They should be at 5.
Yeah, I
Five
personally
is
have about
five is
five.
what I'm thinking too.
They beat Ohio State. They'll be locked. I mean, no matter
I mean,
what,
I
they'll
don't
be
think
locked.
that even if they win or lose against Ohio State, I think they're going to be in the college football playoffs. I think the Big Ten will have 4 teams this year.
You're probably right.
I don't see Penn State losing anymore. I don't see Oregon losing, and then just the toss up between Ohio State and Indiana.
You nervous
Which I
about
think that's
that Indiana game, Jacob?
I think that's next week, because I think Indiana's on a bye, right?
Yeah,
it's
we
next
have
week.
Northwestern this week.
That's y'all should win that game.
You nervous about that Indiana game, Bubba?
A little bit, but it's going to be in Columbus. So that
hey,
gives me a little hope.
let me ask you a question. You ready?
Me?
Yep.
Okay, ready. All ears.
Beat Northwestern. Okay.
Yep.
Lose close to Indiana. Somehow magically lose to Michigan. Is Rondé fired?
It all comes down to the Michigan. It all comes down to Michigan.
There's no reason you guys should lose to Michigan this year. But if you lose to Michigan, is he fired?
Doesn't matter if all of the stats, all of the paperwork, all of it says that we should manhandle Michigan. You could throw that right out the window because it's the greatest rivalry in all of sports entertainment.
I like how you threw in the entertainment part. This is all scripted. There's a man.
Yeah, all
we like-
scripted.
Yeah, well, there are script
Yeah,
writers writing all of this.
Hey,
You like the-
Tulane's in the rankings. They're number 25.
Okay, yeah, we got our
like-
ranking, our first 8 teams on the board. So shout out to, I think you're a little ahead of us because I don't see that yet.
Oh, okay. Then I can start shouting them out then, right?
Yeah, sure. I don't care. Do you
Tulane
guys care?
25. Army moves up 1 to 24. Missouri moves up 1 to 23. LSU drops 7 spots to 22.
Shout out to LSU.
New to the rankings, number 21, South Carolina.
That's insane.
That's crazy. That's crazy work.
You have 2 6-3 teams above a 9-0 team.
I did read something that Brian Kelly could be out the window this year.
What? No way.
Yeah, no, I doubt it.
The amount of money it'd take to get him out. No way.
I don't know, guys. LSU is impatient.
Number 20, jumping up 3 spots, Clemson.
They're starting to figure things out, so it doesn't surprise me.
They're right there for that ACC run.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Number 19, moving up 3 spots, Louisville.
Okay.
Another
Interesting.
6-3 team.
Very interesting. How's Clemson ranked below them? Did they lose to Louisville?
Good question.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Number 18, moving up 3 spots, Washington State.
Yes, they lost to
Represent
Louisville.
that Pac-2, baby.
Repping the pack too. Shout out. I wish the Beavs could be rapping too.
Lord.
Beavs are
Jumping
garbage.
up 3 spots, Colorado at 17.
Man, that's not, seriously, that South Carolina jump's kind of wild. The more I'm thinking about it.
Very much.
Not
so.
like they were already ranked. They jumped
Yeah.
into the ranking.
Yeah, that's a
Speaking of
wild.
Speaking of Colorado, do you think he jumps to the NFL?
No,
No.
I don't.
He says he doesn't want to, but why would you not go to the NFL if you don't have an
I mean,
opportunity?
Ricky, I'm going to cry because I think it will probably be Dallas that he goes
You're
to.
God, we're gonna figure out
Number
the NFL team.
16, K-State. There's a decent amount of Big 12 teams that are just right in the middle of these rankings.
It's what it is. They're mediocre as fuck.
Number 15, dropping a spot, Texas A&M.
Okay.
So Iowa State's completely dropped out at that point.
They
Yeah,
were
they're
they were
too
such they were
long.
such a random team to be in there though. Let's be honest. Like they got all the way up to like 11th in the country, and it's just like, what are you doing though? What are you doing, bud?
Slow down. Hold your horses.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 14, jumping or dropping a spot is SMU.
Interesting.
They're the second team out.
Interesting.
Number 13, first team in the playoffs, Boise State. They drop a spot as well. So Ole Miss jumped these guys. That's why they're dropping a spot.
Yeah, that's
Wonder how far Ole Miss jumped.
probably not very far. Probably like 10.
Georgia, number 12.
Miami number 11. Just like Shane said, it's
Yes,
gonna
it
happen.
is. Put her in Kendra's bed. Or
Dude,
her
you're
bed in
so
her bed.
far ahead of me.
I've had the stream up for a while.
Let me try to reload this thing or something.
You guys agree with what I said in the predictions about the
Which one?
Tennessee Georgia game?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, whoever
Whoever loses
loses-
is out of playoff contention.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, whoever loses, that's out.
I'll agree with you if Georgia loses it, but I think if if Georgia loses it, I think there's still a chance that they get in.
I do
Over
not
the-
think a
oh,
9-3
over-
SEC team will make it.
Over
I don't
the
think a
last
9-3 team in
over
general.
the last 10 years, there has been I think the stat was like 11 teams in the top 12 in the final college football rankings over the last 10 years. So I mean, I understand it was only a 4-team playoff, but there was that many teams in the top 12 with 3 losses.
I just
over
saw
the
the
last
next
10
ranking.
years.
Ole Miss, number 11.
Now I'm finally
Yep, I
caught
just
up with
got-
you. So I see Boise State getting the 12th spot as the group of 5 leader. They're 13th ranked, but they get the 12th spot at the playoffs. And then Ole Miss coming in at the 11.
They had
Interesting.
Georgia the first team out too.
Yeah,
Damn.
Yep.
because Boise State, that being that group of 5.
Yep.
So the committee says Alabama. They probably didn't drop Miami, but to about 8 or 9. I'm gonna say 9 is gonna be the next one.
Well,
I think they're
again,
gonna-
Georgia Tech's not that bad of a team this year.
Yeah, they're not.
that's very true. I mean, you got to look at Alabama's losses. They lost to Vanderbilt. Who was their second loss? Tennessee.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They're
Yes,
about
'cause,
Alabama?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
it's Tennessee.
they lost to Tennessee, so you got that. So you got to take that in consideration.
And they got a cupcake schedule the last 3 weeks
Yep.
because, go figure, SEC team schedules an FCS team late into the damn season.
Yeah, Alabama coming in.
Miami
that
at
10
number
spot.
9.
Okay, not as big of a drop. So here for that.
I mean, regardless, as long as they wait.
What?
Well, they put them. They put them at 4th for the
they
seed
put 'em
because
at-
they
so
still,
it's-
they still lead the conference.
Okay, so they think they're going to still end up winning the conference. Got it.
They're
No,
high-
that
there's
means
a-
that they're the conference lead. Wait, hold on. What?
Yeah. So that means right now that they're the highest ranking ACC team as of the moment right now. So therefore they're.
But they're not the
taking fourth
conference
spot.
leader though. The conference leader is SMU. SMU is 5-0 in conference. And with that, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Dude, let me look at this here.
Notre Dame number 8,
Oh, no,
Tennessee number 7.
Hey, here's something else, Jacob, that they took into consideration. Miami's played 6 games in conference. SMU's only played 5. That's why they did that.
But still,
Guar-
SMU's
Guarantee
undefeated.
it. Guarantee it doesn't matter. Guarantee it. That's why they did it.
Yeah.
Now, I think if SMU wins, and Miami, like if SMU goes 6-0, and then you have Miami still at 5-1, because I think Miami has a bye week this week, don't they?
Yeah.
So if SMU wins, they go 6-0. Then yes, yeah, that's why they did that. That's why they took that into consideration. Because right now, Clemson at 6-1, but they've played 7 conference games.
We live in a world right now where BYU is a top 6 team.
Hey, you're
Number
the one that
3.
called this crap the last
did.
2 years they played Arkansas.
I did.
So I don't want
I
to.
did.
Now you're complaining about it. I don't want to
I'm
hear
not complaining. I'm not. I never once complained. I'm just in shock
it.
that I called this. I told you guys BYU was brewing for a run.
And now it's come as the 6th ranked college football team, which means they're 3rd in the country on the playoff predictions
Bracket.
bracket. Thank you. Couldn't find the word.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I can see Colorado beating them and BYU get in as like a 11, 12 seed, or I mean a 10 or 11 seed. But I think if BYU's quarterback was to go down, I think it's all over with for them. Their
Could you
quarterback is
guys
a lot
imagine?
of their offense.
Indiana's at number 5, the 7th seed in the playoffs. Could you imagine an Indiana versus Alabama game?
Well, that'd be a good one.
Coach Sig versus Bama, baby. Let's go. Hey, is Coach Sig a one and done?
No,
Really? Okay.
no. He likes that program. He likes
crazy?
that atmosphere
And
way
actually,
too much.
And actually, would it be crazy? Hey, look at that. That would be an SEC team going up north to play a Big Ten team.
In late football period too. That's late into the year. There might be snow for that one.
In that case, like, I am a big Indiana fan. I love watching the underdog go 10-0 and pull off this miraculous year. But just because you made that statement earlier this year, I would hope Bama beats them by 50.
Whoa,
Okay, so the last three teams have to be Texas, Ohio State, Oregon. I'm guessing Ohio State stays.
and Penn State.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, Penn State just got
Penn
ranked.
State's already Penn State's already there.
Penn State's 4. They take the number 6.
I'm sorry for
and
being
Ole Miss.
like 30 seconds behind.
Penn State versus Ole Miss is another game that would be awesome to see. Notre Dame and Tennessee. I swear on my life,
That's
if
another
Ohio State,
that's another
if
SEC
Ohio
Big Ten
State,
game.
if everything plays out like this, if Ohio State ends up playing Boise State and we lose, I'm about to flip a lid.
I think it will because because they're going to take Oregon as the Big Ten champion.
Well, that's if they win the Big Ten champion. I'm still thinking Ohio State or Indiana is going to win that. The winner of that game in a couple weeks or next week will win the Big Ten championship. I think Oregon is due for a loss. They just don't play anybody to give them a loss.
Oh, hey, did you guys see the leaked DMs from Quinn Ewers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, that was gold, man. Talk about that. That was a different level of desperation. Jesus. That was a different level of desperation. So yeah, Ohio State will come in at number 2, and then for the call, and which makes them the 5 spot. Man, imagine Ohio State, Boise State showdown, and Ashton Genty runs all over you to the national championship.
He wouldn't run all over us.
It's
Runs
okay,
all over you to the national championship.
Because in that next week, he would run all over Miami too.
It's true.
So.
It's true. I'm pulling for it, baby. Boise State to the Natty on Ashton Genty's back. Let's go. Let's see it. I want to see it. I want to see that story. That's the story I want to see. Man, look at that though. 4 Big Ten
We are
teams.
6th best in the country for rushing yards, defense, and 6th in the country for rushing yards per game on the defense. Indiana's actually the best rushing defense in the country.
Yeah, but can that defensive stats, can that stop Barry Sanders 2.0?
Yes, because he hasn't
Wrong!
played an elite defense like a Power 5 defense. Aside from Oregon.
Yeah, and he played well against Oregon.
Did he?
He hasn't had a game under 100 yards. He's balled all
Oh, yeah, he
year.
had 192 yards and 3 touchdowns versus Oregon.
Yeah.
Oregon, I don't know about Oregon.
He's balled all year. Barry Sanders 2.0 is going to destroy Ohio State. Put it on the board. Put it on the board. But put it on the board.
Are you kidding?
Put it on the board.
Wow.
Put it on the board. Put it on the board. Ashton Genty will run all over Ohio State.
Wow, that's a very bold prediction.
That's cold.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Jacob. I know I'm betraying you, but it's just for the meme that I've already set up that Boise State's going to the Natty, so I hope you understand. I hope you can forgive me and understand where I'm coming from.
I'm quoting you on this.
Please do. Please do. I'll fall on my sword, man. I'll fall on my sword if I'm wrong. It's okay.
You know, there's still to be any predictions from Shane on this board.
Shane, you need to throw something out there right now. Let's hear it, bub.
I don't know. I'm going to be honest.
NFL or college, throw it out there.
Put him on the spot.
I know.
Yeah. you
Yeah, I
did.
know. I just put a gun to his face and said, "You better answer the question."
My Denver Broncos will make the semifinals in the playoffs.
Oh,
So-
that-
So that's what the
Semifinal.
divisional. So that's what not the is that the divisional? Yeah, it's the
No, the
divisional. right?
semifinals is a conference championship.
No, it's the divisional.
That'd be quarterfinals.
Okay, they make quarterfinals.
So divisional round, Denver Broncos. That's his first prediction on the board.
And
Here we go.
And that's going through the wild card too. They're gonna make
You know
it
the
in
funny
as a-
thing,
as a
Shane?
6 or 7 seed.
You know, the funny thing is, my Super Bowl matchup involves the Broncos.
Oh yeah.
The Broncos and the Commanders.
Oh
On the
yeah.
board. It's on the board.
It really is.
A few weeks
You're right
ago.
on
it's
Yeah,
on the
that
board.
is, yeah. That's a pick right there, my friend. Oh my
It's a
lord.
correct pick.
It'll probably be the lowest rating watch Super Bowl in the history if that happens.
No, 2 rookie quarterbacks in the Super Bowl? No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, that'd be balling. Think about it.
That'd be fire.
I got the lines going. Let's lock it in, man. They got all the moxie in the world, throwing 5 picks and still winning. Give me the Detroit Lions. All right, boys. Do you want to hit some picks?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's hit some picks. Let's hit some picks. Let me turn on some music. We'll go through our picks here. All right.
College first.
Yeah. We'll do college first. All right. So I think I know what the terrible game of the week is. I'll be honest, I don't know. What is terrible game of the week?
It was never a consensus, I don't think. Everybody voted for different.
Yeah,
Different
so
game.
it was like one that I was supposed to just pick since everyone had a different vote. So I think it's this one. I think I know which one it is. I think it's an FCS matchup, yeah? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes, because that was actually voted 3 times, technically. Technically 2, technically 3. Tyler's a troll. All right, let's get to it. UCLA, Washington.
Washington.
Give me the Huskies.
Friday night games are weird. They really are. Give me UCLA.
Yeah, give me UCLA as well.
Houston, Arizona. Both these teams have struggled this year, but give me the Wildcats. Well, yeah, Wildcats. The other one's Cougars. Battle of the Cats.
Yeah, give me Houston.
Same for Houston.
Give me Arizona.
Tulane and Navy. Give me Tulane.
Give me Tulane.
I will also take Tulane.
I actually agree. Tulane.
Texas and Arkansas. Give me Texas.
Did you put this in here?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did.
Let's hear those Texas boys. Come on, give me some Texas. Let's hear it, Ricky, Shane.
Texas
I
is
want to hear
only
it.
favored by 13.5.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that.
And all of the pass leader, the rush leader, the receiving leader, it's all Arkansas.
Yeah, I mean, here's something else though: is that the last time Texas beat Arkansas in Fayetteville was exactly 20 years ago.
There you go.
Give me Arkansas.
Woo. Wow. Wow.
I'm also pulling the trigger. Give me Arkansas.
Yeah.
Am I the lone Texas guy here?
Fuck it, Woo Pig.
Wow. Wow. All right, lone Texas guy here, and I hate Texas, but I hate Arkansas
I do
more.
too. Okay.
All
You
right,
live in Arkansas.
and
I'm just saying. Come on, man.
Utah, Colorado. Give me Colorado.
This is the game that people in the preseason thought it was going to come down to for the Big Ten championship.
Yep.
Give me Colorado.
Yeah, if Utah had a quarterback right now, I'd pull the trigger, but they just don't have anything to answer right now.
Who put this game in?
Which one?
The Ohio State Northwestern game.
Was it
All
Tyler?
right, Tyler,
Yeah, it was
I'll
Tyler.
look that up.
Is it even a question?
Yeah, Tyler did.
Is it even a question?
Yeah, Ohio State. Move on.
Tyler's going to pick Northwestern. Hey, it could be like that game. What was it? 2 years ago when it was super windy outside and Ohio State had to won by field goal.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's not gonna happen.
Give me Ohio State.
Same.
All right. Clemson Pitt. Ricky, get your composure there, buddy. Come on, Coach Rick.
Hey, I picked yet. That's why I was.
We know your pick. We know your pick.
Yeah, it's Ohio State. Let's go.
All right,
Yeah.
Clemson Pitt.
Move on. Give me Pitt.
Okay. Give me Clemson.
Clemson's starting to figure stuff out here. I can't go against Clemson this late in the season.
Roll with Jacob. Give me Pitt.
Okay. ULM and Auburn. I think this is another Tyler one. It is.
Of course it is.
Give me Auburn.
Give me ULM.
Yeah, give me ULM.
What? You're gonna go with the booty, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, because I think one.
they're
of the
having a
things
pretty
I
good
love-
season.
Yeah. Okay.
They struggled the last 2-3 weeks though. That's the problem. And they actually, I think they started 5-1 and they've lost their last 2 or something like that. Can't
What
remember.
week were we in?
Auburn's
We're in what?
favored by 24 points.
We're in 12,
Yeah,
right?
well-
We're in week 12.
I will say this much. I think this game. If I was a bet man, I would take the points. I would take the under because I don't think Auburn is going to beat them by that much. I think this is going to be close, but I am going to stick with Auburn.
You know, if I'm pretty sure we're in week 12. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, we are.
We
you
are.
know, you say ULM's struggled the last 3 weeks. Auburn has struggled the last 13 weeks. So, going ULM.
Arizona State, Kansas State. Give me Kansas State.
Give me K-State.
Same.
Same.
Cincy and Iowa State. I almost said Ohio State for some reason. Give me Cincy.
Ringing the upset alert here. Give me Cincy.
It's at home. Give me Iowa State.
Yeah, I'm taking Iowa State.
FAU and Tyler's favorite team, Temple. Give me Temple.
Give me
Same.
Temple.
Both these teams suck. Give me Florida Atlantic.
Next up, Mercer and Alabama.
I will say this before anybody picks. Mercer is at the highest rank in the FCS since Mercer and Alabama have been playing each other. And Mercer does have one loss. It was to Stanford, though. I am picking Alabama, though.
Again, SEC team. Scheduling an FCS team at the tail end of the season when it matters
Who
most.
Who else are they going to play?
Schedule another team. Schedule an FBS team.
Everybody else is in conference.
Stay in conference then. Don't be
Can't do
weird and
that.
have a non-conference game at the end of the season.
Everybody has a non-conference game toward the end of the season.
Give me Alabama.
It's
This is ridiculous.
pick Mercer.
I hate
Let's go.
the SEC so much.
I'm sorry that we've won more championships in the last 20 years.
Cupcake schedule.
Shane, what's your pick?
I'm going Bama.
Okay.
I think the coaching staff can probably go out there and win this game.
Give me Mercer.
You're full of crap.
This is like a 63-3 game. That's my prediction for score. 63-3.
Give me Mercer.
You're out of your mind.
Give me Mercer.
What is Alabama
Oh.
favored in this damn game? What are they favored?
It's probably not even aligned.
I'm gonna post it in the Discord that I am in fact picking Mercer.
There isn't even a line. You know. Oh.
I'm posting it in the Discord that I have picked Mercer.
You know what's funny is Mercer has a higher rushing running back than Alabama does.
Give me Mercer.
That is
Barely.
true. Yeah, that is true.
Look, if there's
Let's see.
if there's any Bama team that would lose right now to Mercer, it would be this one. So give me Mercer.
Mercer is ranked 9th in the FCS right now.
Give me Mercer.
Hey,
I'm
if Mercer
also
wins,
the same guy that took Maine over Oklahoma. Give me Mercer.
if Mercer wins, I will buy you a Mercer jersey.
Yes, let's go. All right. Michigan State, Illinois. Give me Illinois.
Same.
Same.
Yeah. Illinois bounces back.
Syracuse and Cal. Give me Cal, actually.
Same.
Same.
Yeah, 4-4 Cal.
Hawaii and Utah State. Give me Hawaii.
Give me Hawaii.
Utah State.
Fuck you.
You picked Texas. Fuck you.
Jacob, no! Anyway.
I'll also take Utah State.
Wow. Boston College and SMU. Give me SMU.
SMU.
This is Tyler's pick for terrible game of the week. Penn State and Purdue.
Oh my. Tyler, come on, man! I swear.
He does it for
It's
your
not gonna be a
reactions.
game.
You're feeding this, Ricky.
Yes, because it's stupidity. Good lord, come on.
Penn State.
Yep.
Shane, I'm assuming Penn State.
Unfortunately.
Not getting spicy. Okay. LSU and Florida. Give me LSU.
Same.
I'm taking Florida.
Next up, I am going to skip this one, but not for the exact reason you're thinking. Next up, Nebraska and USC. Give me
Nebraska.
Yeah, give me Patrick Mahomes Jr. with Nebraska.
I am also going to take Nebraska.
Missouri and South Carolina. Give me Missouri.
Really? You're going to
Yep.
pick Missouri over South Carolina?
Yeah, even though the Cox are my team. Give me Missouri.
I'm taking South Carolina at home.
I'm also going Missouri in hopes that we beat Missouri. So, going Missouri.
Next up, Arkansas State and Georgia State. Give me Arkansas State.
Yeah, Georgia State's biggest win is actually Vanderbilt. They haven't won a conference game yet. Give me Arkansas
That's
State.
insane.
It is insane.
Give me the Red Wolves.
Let's see, Rutgers and Maryland. Give me Rutgers.
Give
Same.
me the Terps. Give me the Terps.
Interesting.
I like the Terps. Come on now.
Boise State and San Jose State. Give me Boise State.
Same.
Abilene Christian and Tarleton State. I had to think there for a second what we had lined up. So, yeah, give me Abilene Christian.
Tarleton State is actually ranked higher
Yep.
than Abilene Christian. Not
Saw that.
by much. Yeah, not by much. I'm gonna take Tarleton State.
Same. Because, well, I mean, yeah. So.
Next, Wake Forest, North Carolina.
Oh, I don't know.
North Carolina. I think we had an Arkansas kid playing quarterback.
Yeah, but you never know with Wake Forest. They could sneak this one. Yeah, I'll take North Carolina.
Give me North Carolina as well. Kansas and BYU. Why was the line on this so close? Like, it's
Because
like BYU
Won
is
the
like,
last 2 games.
dude, it's like a minus 3.5. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I think, of course, Kansas is 3-7. I think they won the last 2 games. Of course, they just beat Iowa State.
All right, well, give me
I mean,
BYU though, but it wouldn't shock me if Kansas pulls it off.
I think we'd be,
Yeah.
give me BYU.
Yep, give me the mountains of BYU.
Give me the Mountain, the Mormons.
All right, next
Exactly.
up, we're getting into game of the week. So I decided to do a doubleheader this week for FCS game of the week because we got Montana State and UC Davis, a battle of some very good teams. Montana State currently undefeated. UC Davis, I believe, has 1 loss. But we also have another damn good game, Missouri State, North Dakota State. Good conference play there. I think they've only both got like 1 and 2 losses apiece. So we got a doubleheader this week. So we'll start off with the true FCS game of the week, Montana State, UC Davis. How we feeling? Give me Montana State personally.
Same.
Yeah, this one's going to be close. UC Davis's only loss was an 18-point loss to Cal. So this is going to be a very good football game. But yeah, I will also take Montana State.
Then we've got Missouri State, North Dakota State. It's going to be a close game, but I'm calling for North Dakota State at home. If this was at Missouri State, I might feel a little bit different.
Yeah, give me North Dakota State.
Yeah, same. North Dakota State.
Next up, FBS game of the week. We got Tennessee and Georgia. Give me Tennessee to knock these dang dogs out of the playoffs.
I'm actually going opposite. I think the Dogs win this one. I don't think Tennessee. I don't think Tennessee has an offense to beat them.
My thing is, I don't see Georgia losing 2 in a row. That's the biggest for me.
New era, man.
So I will be taking Georgia, but I would love Tennessee to win this game.
I think we
Makes
all would.
Arkansas look better.
I think we all would, my friend. I think we all would. All right, and we got, of course, the terrible game of the week presented by ATFS. We have Charleston Southern and Eastern Illinois, a couple crap teams down at the FCS level. Who we got? I'm going with Charleston Southern because they have a cooler logo.
That's exactly why I'm going with Charleston Southern.
My man.
Honestly, that's exactly why I'm going with Eastern Illinois. I like that blue and white panther,
That's fair.
tiger, lion thing that
That's
they
fair.
got going on.
I respect that. I respect that. All right, boys.
I'm guessing we lost Jake forever.
I guess so. Power outage, maybe. I don't know. Internet down. I don't know. All right, let's go to NFL. All right, so first up, Thursday Night Football. We got an NFC East matchup of the 7-3 Washington Commanders and the 7-2 Philadelphia Eagles. Give me the Commanders on the road.
I'm actually going to take Philly here. I think the Commanders will win the home battle, but I don't think they'll beat Philly in Philly.
Okay.
Same, give me Philly.
All right, next up, we got the Rams and the Patriots. Give me the Rams.
Yeah, New England's defense, though, is pretty good. The Rams have not been able to move the ball very well, but I still think the Rams get this win.
Same.
Vegas and Miami. Give me Miami in this one.
Miami is
A coin flip of a
Like-
team.
yeah, and I really would hate if they start going like we know they can. I would really hate to play them in the wild card if they get to the playoffs. I'm just saying. I'm
I
going
don't think
Miami.
they will. Yeah, I'm going Miami too, but I don't think they'll make the playoffs.
There's a chance because that division is.
They'll have to win out. They're not going to win out.
All right, next up, Green Bay, Chicago, Green Bay. Move on.
Yep.
Yep, moving on. I don't even need to hit everyone's picks. We're done. I don't want to talk about it. Jacksonville, Detroit, Detroit. Move on. I don't want to talk about it. It's Detroit.
Yep.
Yep.
Let's move on.
Keep going. Keep going. Next up, Cleveland, New Orleans. Give me New Orleans, I guess. With Coach, was it Coach Riz? Is that who it is? Who's leading the charge? Give me Coach Riz. Let's go.
Yeah, give me the Rizzler.
Yeah, give me the Rizzler, man. Let's get it.
They
All right, next up, Minnesota, Tennessee. Give me Minnesota.
Yeah,
get the upset.
Ooh.
Yeah, we may see. Isn't Zach Wilson the backup quarterback for Minnesota right now?
Not Zach. No, Zach's in Denver.
Well, we may see Minnesota's backup quarterback in this game. I'm going Minnesota.
I actually don't know who the backup quarterback is in Minnesota, I'll be honest. All right, Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Give me Baltimore.
Same.
Yeah, I'll also take Baltimore.
I think Russell Wilson's win streak comes to an end.
Next up, Seattle and San Fran. Give me San Fran.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, it
McCaffrey's
was-
back, isn't he?
Yeah, but they're probably going to be placing him on IR again before the weekend, but we'll see. That's what rumors are going around.
That stuck.
Yeah.
Give me Seattle.
I want to go Seattle, but just on the chance that Christian doesn't go on IR, it is in San Fran, and if they have Christian McCaffrey, it just makes that team.
That's what
I think
I'm
it
going
gives them
based
the
off
edge.
the fact that Christian will be there. If he's not, my pick could change. But
Yeah, I'm going San Fran, just in case.
Atlanta and Denver. Give me Denver.
Same.
Give me Atlanta.
Okay. The game that should be Sunday Night Football over the snooze fest that we have scheduled currently. Kansas City and Buffalo. Give me Buffalo to get over the hump.
And you know what really irritates me? I mean, don't get me wrong. The game, so they actually flexed this game into the spot, right? Because originally it was Indianapolis and New York, which I understand why you flex that game out, right? But then why flex Houston and Dallas? Why? There was other options that I'd rather see.
Right.
But hey, yeah, I'm going Buffalo. I think too many times in the last 3-4 weeks, Kansas City has skinned by the skin in their teeth.
True.
I think Buffalo gets them.
Yeah, and I just think, regular season, Buffalo, playoffs, Kansas City.
All right, next up, Cincinnati and the Chargers. Give me the Chargers. Justin Herbert's coming alive, boys.
Yeah, and they're also 6-3, knocking on the door. And like I said, I kind of figured Harbaugh being in there would really help this team out, and so far it's paid off. Yeah, I'll also take the Chargers.
Man, I may actually end up having a team with a favorite team here soon, tie like as the same as Jacob, because I really like Joe Burrow, bro. I like Jamar Chase. Like, I like that team. And me and Ricky, I know. Well, really, we've all been saying it. Cincinnati these are games that they're needing to win, especially the last 2 weeks. But I mean, you're now 4-6. You lose 2 more, over your next stretch or whatever, your playoff hopes are pretty much over if they're not already over.
Facts.
They need this game. I'm going Cincinnati.
Okay, I respect that because the offense is playing great. Like, and we can all agree to that. Like,
Oh,
Joe
sure.
Burrow is playing lights out right now. Like, it's insane that the team as a team can't win. Next up, Indy and the Jets. I don't know, man. Give me the Jets to maybe figure it out.
I'm taking Indy.
Yeah, all reports are still leading that Joe Flacco's gonna be playing this week. I don't know what it is with the Jets. They have all the pieces to be good, but they're just not. I understand Aaron Rodgers is not what he used to be, and he probably won't ever be. But he is still a good enough mind at quarterback, and still has a fire of an arm to win games, especially a lot more than 3. But I will be going to Indianapolis.
Okay. And then Monday Night Football, Houston and Dallas. Houston.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
No conversation.
Yeah.
Moving on.
That's our picks for the weeks, boys. Oh, man. I'm really excited for Kansas City Buffalo, though. Man, I'm pulling for Buffalo. Let's see it. I mean, between that game and Tennessee, Georgia this weekend, man, I'm excited for some football this weekend, I guess, to some extent. And you know what? I'll be honest with you, boys. I'm excited to see Chicago get destroyed by 34 points. Maybe that will give George McCaskey the wake-up call to stop being an idiot and actually make team history that we should have already done. You have every reason in the world to do it. You have no reason to keep him, but we still keep him. And instead, we just instead Shane Waldron's just a scapegoat. Needed to go, sure, but he was a scapegoat.
You know, so since my promotion at work, I sit in a little office now. So from 11 to 2 o'clock every day, I put Pat McAfee show on my phone and I watch it while I'm working. And he said something yesterday that blew my absolute fucking mind. Okay, we all know that with Trubisky and with Fields, they each had two offense coordinators, 2 head coaches in 2 years.
Yep.
Okay, we all know that.
Yep.
And it's about to be most likely a 3rd time with a 3rd quarterback.
Yep.
Okay. The only person that's remained on that man's staff over the last, 4 years or 5 years?
3 years.
3 years.
This is 3rd year.
Is the offensive line coach.
I know.
And he is the worst one there.
I know. You had offensive coordinator fired. You had another offense coordinator handpicked, fired. You're on your 3rd offensive play caller. You have a defense coordinator that resigned, and we still don't know why to this day why he had to resign. Don't know what it is. Most of your staff has changed except for one spot, and the spot that need to change the most. And the Bears still don't have the gall to fire Matt Eberflus. Shane and Ricky, I know you guys weren't here for my little full spill earlier. I definitely recommend to go listen to it in full detail. But I said this, and I'll say it for you guys too. I don't care the masterful trades that's been orchestrated and some L's. I know there's L's. I know he's made some great moves, but at this point, into this year, I want Ryan Poles gone. I want Matt Eberflus gone, both of them. Ryan Poles made his stance with Flus this offseason when we kept him, when we didn't need to. And now the stance has been made again that we're still keeping Flus. You're gonna fall on that sword. Poles is out. I'm done with him. I'm done with him as a GM. I'm out. Like, he's made some great moves. I will stand by. He's made some great moves and some dumb ones. I mean, obviously, Chase Claypool is one people love to point out, and fair, justifiably so. But he's made a lot of incredible moves. Like, legitimately, he has. But this is the thing that you're gonna have to fall on the sword on, and it's keeping Matt Eberflus. And I know it's also a George McCaskey thing, which, again, as I stated in my big spiller that I recommend you both go listen to, McCaskey's an idiot. He's been here since 2011. His first major move was fire Lovie Smith after a 10-6 season in 2012. You hire Mark Trestman. You hire an out-the-door, I don't care, I'm just here to collect a paycheck, John Fox. The Matt Nagy era, we had one good year, then everything fell apart. And you held on for him too long. You're holding on for Flus for too long. McCaskey's an idiot. The Bears will never be good as long as the McCaskeys are running Chicago. It's that simple. That's why I also said earlier that I need to finally just get over it. I'm turning on the music to leave the show, by the way. I just need to get over it and change to a new team, a team that has really solid ownership, a team that knows what they're doing, and I think I need to become a Dallas Cowboys fan.
No.
Oh God.
Real quick. I want to ponder y'all and the listeners and watchers on YouTube or Twitch or wherever they may be watching this podcast or listening to it. All links down below, by the way. I'm gonna give y'all something to ponder on for the week, and I want to hear from y'all first thing when we open up next Tuesday.
Got you.
Okay, here it is. Can there be a petition to not have? Now, I understand that Poles is a GM, but let's be honest, like you said earlier, the owners for Chicago is not that great anyways. Same way in Carolina. Can we do something to where, and I don't know how you're going to feel about this, Alex, to do something like Green Bay? They don't have a sole owner. The owner are the fans with shares and things like that. I understand like that really couldn't really do anything as far as like moving things forward, but that's why you have a president. That's why you have a GM and things like that. They've had 3 quarterbacks in 30 years. They're doing something right.
That's fair. That's fair. My regional manager actually has shares owned with the Green Bay Packers. Fun fact. So, yeah, we'll open next week with that conversation and a lot more, including the weekend that's coming up with Kansas City, Buffalo, Tennessee, Georgia, and hopefully be a great weekend of football. Have a good weekend yourself. Have a good week. Until next time, bye. Have a good night. Bye.